Hi there, Ashley L. Jones here, author of Modern Cast Iron, and I have some really exciting news. That is that Modern Cast Iron is having a baby, or a little brother, or something like that. And that's because I just signed the contract for the companion book for Modern Cast Iron. Now, if you've read this, you know that it includes so much information on how to cook with cast iron, how to keep it clean, how to care for it. So, what's left? Well, turns out that if you have a pan like this poor pan that was left outside for a few years, then a simple vinegar bath like I explain in Modern Cast Iron, well, that's just not enough because that pan needs more than TLC. It needs 911. So when you need professional help for a pan, you need to restore the way the pros do it. And so that's what this next book is going to be about. I'm going to call it Skilletheads, The Art of Collecting and Restoring Cast Iron. At least that's our working title. Now, Skilletheads refers to all those people out there who spend all their time thinking about cast iron cookware and restoring cast iron cookware and collecting cast iron cookware. And there are so many amazing people out there who do this, who keep our cast iron cookware alive for us. So those people are called Skilletheads. And so I am going to be interviewing those people, the pros, to find out all their tips and tricks and how-tos, and I'll be sharing that with you so that you know how you can restore a rust bucket like this thing yourself. Now, if a lye bath or an electrolysis tank seem a little too much for you, I get it. And so the good news is some of these Skilletheads are for hire. And so you can send your rust bucket to them and they can restore it for you and send it back for a fee. Or you can purchase a new cast iron cookware or a restored piece from a Skillethead. So if you're in the market for a new one, I'm going to have an entire new section on all these new cast iron cookware companies that are out there. And there are so many of them. In Modern Cast Iron, I focused on the more budget-friendly manufacturers out there. But in this book, Skilletheads, I'm going to share all of them with you because sometimes it's worth buying a $200 cast iron pan. And why is it worth it? Well, that's what I'm going to be sharing with you in Skilletheads. So where to buy a really neat new piece, where you can go to get your piece restored, how to restore it if you want to yourself, and then how to collect cast iron, what's worth collecting, what's probably worth skipping. So all of those details are going to be in this book, and of course, lots of recipes from the pros. Those people who are so focused on cast iron cookware know how to cook with it. And so I'll be sharing their recipes with you. This is going to be a really neat project, and I'll be sharing bits and pieces over the next year as I write this book. So stay tuned here. You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook. My website will have some information too, of course, at bigsisterknows.com. And my newsletter, that's where I'm going to share a lot of those exclusive tips leading up to the release of this book, Skilletheads, which should be next year in 2022. So stay tuned. Follow me here and learn a little bit about how to collect and restore cast iron cookware. And if that's not something that's been on your radar before, it might be now. It's pretty interesting stuff. So stay tuned and I'll be sharing more with you soon. Thanks.